Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm so sorry. Going on vacation and then returning to the channel, knowing that y'all are expecting the Euphoria review and reviewing this film instead feels so disrespectful. I'm sorry. From the bottom of my heart, I deeply apologize. But I be getting pressed about this film, bruh. Especially since it recently came out on HBO Max and a lot of my niggas are watching it for the first time and are pressing me like, this is what you were hyping up, what the hell? So there's this hill that I'm willing to die on, and we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna get into it. So as you definitely already know by now, Wuthering Heights is a loose adaptation directed by Emerald Fennell of the literary masterpiece written by Emily Bronte. And let's get into that. First off, I read the book when I was 15, 16, and loved it, obviously. The beginning is kind of slow, I'm not gonna lie. I remember it not fully grasping me up until like 100-something pages in, but once I finished the book, I remember being like, I mean, classic literature is classic for a reason. Like, this book was fucking perfect. I loved it so much. And it's definitely my favorite romance that I've read. Not only because of the darkness of the story. The book is fucked, dude. Like, every character is reprehensible, in my opinion. And it's insanely beautifully written. There's so many layers to it. There's so many themes about class and love versus lust and yearning and infidelity. There's just so much that the book gets into because it has so much time to get into those subject matters, right? The movie really doesn't. Okay, and I knew that from the start. I knew from the start because Emerald was very upfront in interviews that this was not a direct adaptation. So going into it, I knew that this was going to be like an Alex Garland Annihilation type thing where I was probably finna love it, but it was definitely going to be way different than the book. And I was probably finna be okay with that because I had the context going into it. Like, I don't understand. Like, are y'all not watching? Whatever. We'll get into that later. Whatever. The white elephant in the room. Obviously, Heathcliff is brown. Okay? No shit. I don't know if you've seen any of the other Wuthering Heights adaptations, but in only, like, one of them was he brown. Okay? I don't know if you've seen any of the covers when they reprint the cover of the book and they have the new artwork on the cover. He's never really brown, even though it's literally printed in the book. So that didn't bother me necessarily. It bothered me more that it was Jacob Elordi, and it bothered me even more that it was Margot Robbie playing Kathy. I saw the poster of the movie and I definitely saw that she was going for like a Gone with the Wind, classic Americana film, romance type thing, type vibe. Definitely got that from the film as well. However, I really don't think the casting fits the characters at all. Like, at all. And not even about the race thing, about the age thing. Like, Kathy's supposed to be like 18, 19. So like a lot of the choices and the decisions, same thing, that she makes in the book are not forgiven, but more like understandable because of her age, right? And obviously, you know, people are like, her dad is shit, so like obviously she's gonna be like this. Whatever, my dad was shit. I'm not like that anymore. But that's where most of my issues came with the film, right? Besides that, I really just wanted to enjoy this from a cool movie perspective, right? I will defend film adaptations till I die. I will defend remakes till I die. If you know me, you know this. I love to see art through different visions, like through different artistic mediums, through different directors, through different, you get it. I was excited for this adaptation because when I saw the trailer, I saw the cinematography, I saw the practical sets, I saw the color grading, I saw the Charlie XCX original motion picture soundtrack, and I said, bitch, you got me, bitch. Okay, fine, okay. I will cast aside, no pun intended, my hatred for this casting, and I will go into this movie expecting what I knew what I was gonna get, which was basically just what straight people think is actually like freaky and or yearning, but is actually what's like normal in a passionate queer relationship. Again, I'm not even gonna get into that. Whatever. Low-key, I do want to mention that just like super quick because it's so funny seeing like these TikToks of these like white women in their super early 30s, late 40s. The really sad ones are the ones in their 20s where they're like, oh my god, like I just took my man to see this, and I was like, why don't you do any of this? Like I tried this stuff on my man, and I was like, Jacob Elordi did it. You remember that, like, that meme? Are you not sucking your partner's fingers? What? I'm sorry. Are you not licking your partner's face? Look, I'm not trying to air anything out. I'm not trying to be, you know what I'm saying? Not trying to put anything too crazy out into the world, right? But like, that's like so, I feel like that is like entry level, not even obsession, just like appreciation, right? I'm looking at my partner from head to toe, no cap, hello? I heard that there was like an audible sigh, gasp, yearn in the theater when Jacob Elordi puts his hands over her eyes in the rain. Dying of thirst, bruh. That makes me sad. That genuinely makes me sad. Straight people make me sad for a lot of reasons, but like, that's that. This film takes a lot of liberties with the story. A lot of liberties with the story, right? I think one of the things that I actually appreciate, I don't know if you could hear the motherfucker that's banging his fucking bass in my goddamn backyard. That shit irritating the fuck out of me. I can't record in peace ever. One of the changes that I do think is interesting that she made was the relationship between Heathcliff and what's-her-face, and how in the book it is very clearly abusive. Heathcliff is a monster, genuinely, and in the movie it's more played for hotness. It is hot. The puppy play is hot, okay? However, I feel like it really takes a lot of the sting out of what Heathcliff is really doing. He's terrible. He's reprehensible in almost every way because of Kathy. Because, oh my god, realistically this review could be 20 minutes of me complaining about the differences between the book and the film, because I do have complaints about differences between the book and the film, but I already think this review is going to be too long, so let's get into what I actually liked about the movie. Notice how I started this review out with my criticisms first, because y'all be on my fucking nutsack. Oh my god, because I do like this movie. I like this movie. I gave it like 4 stars or something on letterboxd, I think, and we're gonna get into why. I think this movie is fucking gorgeous. I think it's shot beautifully. The opening scene is insane. One of the things that I actually, my biggest complaint actually, is the misuse of House by Charlie XCX. Completely terrible placement. Whoever edited this film needs to get killed. Who put that song in that place, in that film? Are you out of your goddamn mind? It's even used better later in the film. There is times in the film where you could have used it. Oh my god, that pissed me off more than Heathcliff being white, bruh. But the film does look gorgeous. It looks amazing. There is not a single shot in this film. It's one of those movies that you could pause it at any point and you could be like, this is astonishing. Like, it's so gorgeous. The color palette, oh, dude, Kathy's dresses, oh my god. And I love Heathcliff's slutty little gold tooth. For all aesthetic purposes and aesthetic purposes only, this film is amazing. Like, oh my god. And the griminess, the sluttiness, the horniness, I love it. I love it. I love the fingers and the lick. I love it. The scene where they're fucking in the barn with the horse stuff, and then Kathy and Heathcliff are. Oh my god! I'm not gonna describe the scene. We've all seen the scene. That scene is great, dude. That scene is great. Emerald Fennell should make porn and not movies. You know what I mean? I think she could make really great erotica. She does. She puts it in her films. The eggs, the egg yolks. Can you hear me clocking it with my fingers? I love that shit. The movie lacks all literary excellence that the book had. However, aesthetically, it's amazing. And the acting is good. I really cannot separate myself from Margot Robbie. No boobs is insane. First of all, okay, last criticism. Why? No boobs? Greta Gerwig used every excuse in the book to put Margot Robbie's feet on screen in Barbie. You have every reason in the literal book to put Margot Robbie's boobs on screen and choose not to? Again, not saying that you have to, but why? And let's also be realistic. I want to see some Heathcliff dick. Why was there no Heathcliff dick? What the fuck? I bet there was no Heathcliff dick because he wasn't brown. I don't even know if I'm gonna put this video out, bro. The film chooses to end at a very interesting point in the book. God, I have to stop talking about criticisms. I'm making it sound like I don't like the movie. I really like the movie. The Skin Room, 10. There are a lot of oh my god. Dude, when the book describes the bottles piled up to the ceiling, and in the film when they walk in on her dad and the bottles are literally piled to the ceiling, I understand Emerald's vision completely. Which is why I like the film. I see where she was going for. I genuinely understood the artistic vision, and I liked it. It is... I heard that during the initial critic screenings of this film, as they were walking out and they were like being asked questions about how they felt about the film or whatever, one of the critics was like, it was good. It was an interesting choice not to adapt the book. And you know what? Clock it, King. Because that kind of is what it feels like. It doesn't really feel like Wuthering Heights. It feels like they kind of like took the idea of Wuthering Heights. Like yeah, I could do something with that. I could do something with that. Which she did. And I like what she did. I like what she did with it. Hear me out, right? But there's definitely a reason why it's in quotations. And, you know, I appreciate that she put it in quotations. I feel like she gave enough warning before putting this out that people shouldn't have been on her dick that much about it. I feel like I was on her dick a lot about it in this review also, but you know what, it's still an adaptation, and you know what, I am just rambling at this point, honestly. But yeah, I still give Wuthering Heights a 4 out of 5. I know, dude, I know, okay, like what the fuck, bitch. I know, but it's, if you get it, you get it, okay? It's the yearning. You don't get it. You don't get it. You have to be a specific type of romantic for this movie to stick out to you. Or you have to be like a dried up straight woman. It's like heated rivalry. There's two types of people watching these. You know what I'm saying? Dried up straight women, or queer people who yearn, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't help it. I fall into the category of the latter, okay? But let me know in the comments what you guys thought about Wuthering Heights. I don't even know if I'm gonna put this video out. I don't know. But if you liked it, like it. And if you want to subscribe. This video is all over the place. I love you guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. Fuck off. Euphoria ends tonight. Fuck me. Fuck off.